So everybody, this is Trenton with SoutheastReport.com coming at you again here in South Carolina, this time with Motives from InVogue Records, correct?
Yes.
Introduce yourselves and what y'all do in the band real quick.
Do vocals, I'm Ian.
I'm Dan. I play bass.
All right, so you guys are relatively new face on InVogue in a way, so talk about how that came about and what your plans are, I guess, with the record and everything.
InVogue actually heard about us. We had a guy in California actually hit up Nick from InVogue, and he said, hey, you got to check these guys out. So they got word of us. They kind of asked around the Cleveland scene because we're from Ohio.
Okay, a lot of good bands are coming out of there.
Yeah, and he was like, hey, have you guys heard of these guys? They're like, yeah, they put on a good show. Check them out. And so he saw our video for Timeless that we just released, and he liked it.
Okay.
So he hit us up, offered us a deal, and that's kind of been that.
All right, so when did y'all get signed, basically?
The signing was probably, it was like maybe 3 weeks before the actual announcement of it.
Okay.
It was really soon after we got announced from the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been great so far. He's been great to us, and I mean, it's obviously helping us out a bunch.
All right. So what does the whole band, I guess, Motives mean, or what do you guys about? I guess, do y'all have a particular message you guys try to get across, or do you guys just play music and everything?
The name Motives kind of comes from it's something that motivates you to do something, and we try to, obviously our music's a little more positive, so it's kind of like a take on what motivates you to do things better, I guess, kind of more bettering yourself in other ways. There's not really any sort of other basis. There's not any push, we don't push things on people, you know what I mean? So there's no push to not do drugs, not smoke and drink, there's nothing it's like that, and there's no religion involved. It's just basically bettering yourself as you are, you know what I mean? Okay.
So you said you have a music video of a song called Timeless and everything that just came out. So when can people expect your debut record for InVogue to come out?
That's up September 4th.
September 4th? What's that called?
This World Not Dead, Merely Sleeping.
That's a long title. What does that mean?
Kind of. It's actually out of context. It's in one of our songs. I say vibrant colors sweep through this world, not dead, merely sleeping. Okay. But that little chunk we thought was a cool, actual title. So.
Okay. You guys are on tour with Icarus right now, correct? Yep. How those guys?
Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
It's good to meet a band like them. They can hang out. We've spent pretty much every night with them. We just hung out with them in a house. The last place we played at, they've been just fun.
Okay. So. Tonight you guys have an interesting, I guess, tour mashup with the Last 10 Seconds of Life tour with Barry and Left Behind, and you guys are with Icarus and stuff, and a local band, Death Eater, playing. What are you expecting tonight with, I guess, such a huge lineup and everything?
I have no idea. I don't. This is more of a slam kind of thing. Yeah. The whole show is pretty. Actually, much heavier than we are. So that'll definitely play a weird role in it, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, we actually just played with Left Behind, and to play a heavier show with them and have people they're just all about moving around. It's there's usually a good energy. Yeah. So we kind of know those guys so far, and I'm excited to meet Last 10 Seconds of Life and the locals that are playing. So a heavier show is kind of cool for us because a lot of times at home we kind of get out with other bands, so it's good to see new scenes, new people. Yeah. So I'm excited. It's good to change.
Yeah. So speaking with InVogue and stuff, being your new home, what are you expecting out of this label? Because I mean. They're kind of getting up there with all the guys. I mean, being as an Ocean just won an APMA award for best underground band and stuff. So, what are you guys looking to do with your time there? Where's your goal for the band?
I definitely want us to both grow at the same time because they're up and coming. Hopefully, we're up and coming too. He wants to push us and like he said when we first got signed, he's like, I put in a lot of work and you guys got to put a lot of work too. Yeah. Obviously, we want to be a band for a long time. This is what we want to do. So I just want to grow with the label, and I just want us both to go crazy,
Okay. So what are some tours that you guys have lined up after this one?
We have Bungler. We actually have a Canadian tour with Bungler next.
Okay.
Buffalo band absolutely kills it every time. That's the end of this month, and then we got stuff in the works. Don't know if we could actually say too much right now, but
yeah, aim for mid-October. We should have something coming up pretty soon. So
I recently saw another, I guess, relatively new InVogue band called the Bab Chapter. And what do you guys think about these newer bands come up? Who so obviously besides you guys, who you guys have your eye on in that pool of bands right there to come up and pushing through that fans should check out?
I haven't seen a lot, or I mean, I haven't actually had a time to check out the newer bands from InVogue besides what were on us before.
As for InVogue bands, I like Dependence a lot. Okay.
That is cool. Yeah. Those guys are great.
I really like Dependence. Obviously, they have their heavy hitter, their like hotel books, things like that.
Yeah.
Until We Hear Ghosts, really good friends of ours again. Those guys are great. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, everything I've heard from the label has, been really good. Again, I haven't, had much time to go through and listen to everything from everyone.
Yeah.
I couldn't, shout things off of what was great and what was good, what wasn't good. But I mean, I'm pretty from so far. I mean, it's all been pretty promising.
Okay. Awesome. So I got a couple fun ones for you guys, real quick.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's our thing.
Oh, you're putting the water down. Just got serious. Okay. Number one. If you could date, marry, or hang out, be best friends with Taylor Swift for a period of time, and she wrote a song about you, what would it be called and what would it be about?
Probably something nasty for you.
Yeah, everything I'm thinking is completely probably inappropriate.
Give your best one. While you're thinking, do you have one?
Repeat that question one more time.
If you could date, marry, hang out, be best friends, do whatever you want with Taylor Swift, whatever label it be, and she wrote a song about you, what would it be called and what would it be about? She writes songs about everybody these days.
The Lemon.
The what?
The Lemon. That's an inside joke, though.
We make fun of Ian because he's kind of stale with things.
Okay.
I mean, that would probably be a good one. Mine, I don't know. I mean, I think it would be best if I did one for Ian and he did one for me.
Okay, go for it. What would yours be for Ian?
Mine for Ian. Probably be something about being a dad, as are always the good ones to take on Ian.
Okay. Are you really?
I'm a father, yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm a 5-year-old.
Great father.
How old's your kid?
She'll be 6 in November.
Okay.
So,
awesome.
She's actually in the music video of Timeless. She's the little one runner.
Yeah.
Is she like my dad's a rock star and all that?
Yeah, she actually requests songs and she sings it too. So she's always like, ah.
Okay.
I'm still on this question.
Yeah, that's hard.
That one. If I could have prepped for this one, I would have nailed it. I know it.
There's really no prepping with us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm awful on the spot.
And I got the camera here, which doesn't make me feel good. So that's rough. I'm gonna say probably something about being a piece of trash on the side of the road. Ian doesn't like when we litter. We really don't litter. But if you got a Snapple bottle full of pee in the van, you really don't want that laying around. Cap's not too tight.
Yeah.
And our drummer Pete actually had a story where he did that, had to throw it out, but we didn't want to roll it around the van, so he took it out the window and dropped it on the freeway.
Okay.
And that, in return, smacked the side of our van.
A pee bomb,
yeah. It was awful.
I actually saw
Ian pouted for a while.
I was very mad.
Finn from Icarus walking across the parking lot earlier, jumping it looks like one of those clear sweet tea gallon things of pee away, and I asked him, I was like, "Was that pee?" He goes, "Yeah." So
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we like to carry around pee. It's cool.
What would your song name be for Mr. Danny over here? Dan the man.
I'm trying to be too offensive.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the hard thing was. Filters.
I mean, he's got some nice little shorts on there.
Probably has
Dan the
something to do
man.
with you leaving her for a married woman. I don't know.
Wow. I don't know where that came from.
Is there? Are we getting an exclusive story here?
No, I just know what Dan's into.
Oh, you into married women? Did your information leak out on
not married, not married, older single woman. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cougar.
So how old are you, Dan?
My girlfriend's gonna kick my ass. Darling, I'm sorry. I didn't do any of that. I don't know what he's talking about.
How old are you, Dan?
Trouble. I'm 22.
Okay,
26.
Taylor Swift's an older woman, so she's valid, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know where this came from.
I'm kidding, Dan. God.
No, you're gonna get me in trouble.
No.
Yeah.
I think you guys might be writing a breakup single pretty soon.
I'm really sorry, baby doll. Please don't be mad at me.
Who can stay mad at that face? Doesn't he have such a nice face?
He does. He's got a much better jawline than I do. That's why I have this. I look like I'm 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I switched to Mohawk yesterday. Figured it was time. That was weird.
No.
All right.
This is actually unveiling of Mohawk.
Unveiling a Mohawk.
Yeah.
I got a side hawk, I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Side hawk.
I was rocking that before, and I was just like, it's time for a change. Kevin, get the buzzers. We just decided on Mohawk.
Okay. So if you guys were on Survivor, who would win and who would go home?
Is it teams? Because we have.
Well, okay. Well, let's do it. Let's do it like this. If your band was a tribe, who would win and who would lose? And if your band was a tribe and Icarus was a tribe, who would? Since you guys are on tour,
we would beat Icarus for sure.
A lot of Icarus.
But they're from Iceland though, so I mean they might have an upper
but
like
Survivor's
on that.
always tropical. They can't deal with heat.
From what I've heard, Iceland just seems like a bunch of older people who are really polite, and I don't think they have what it takes.
Maybe they have ulterior motives and they're really smart and cunning.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it was just motives as a whole, I don't know. I'm gonna say Tony would go. I think Tony would probably die first.
You think so?
I think so. I think so.
I don't think anyone dies on Survivor. They just go home.
I'm talking Extreme Survivor.
Straight up. Okay, not the TV shows.
But straight up, like if we're just lost in an island, Tony's gonna go first, like because he gets a little clouded here and there. He likes to just go with his gut.
Okay.
I'm looking to see if he's behind. Oh, he's over there. He doesn't hear me. Yeah, he'd go first. His gut's not that great, I don't think. He's a smart kid, not dumb at all, but like, his anger gets the best of him sometimes. He likes to yell.
Sorry, Tony.
No, Tony, it's all in good fun. But yeah,
okay.
you die first.
I think Pete would win because he's just full of surprises. Like he doesn't look like he would win, but Peter, you're one of my favorite people.
He's like
I'm rooting for you.
The classic story of like everyone competing and then the one guy in the back who just kind of wins because everyone else can't win now. That's kind of what Pete would be.
Okay.
But Icarus.
Oh yeah.
Finn boy, you're mine.
Yeah,
so okay, so you guys are new, so I'm sure you guys had some interesting like stuff happen with probably fans or people who like you guys and all that. So what are some, I guess, unique or random thing you've had to sign as a band so far?
The weird stories we've had on the road. I don't know. I think my favorite one was just the whole story. Anyway, it was the short story. The long story turned short would basically just be our tire fell off in the freeway. We were stuck there for 6 hours. We stayed at a sketchy hotel. Woke up the next morning, got back in our van, drove another hour and a half. Same tire fell off again. About maybe, like I said, an hour and a half away. Okay. And that was kind of the end of that tour.
Okay.
Other weird things. Pete, we were in New Jersey. That's my favorite one.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah, we were in New Jersey, and Pete comes out to a show, and he's on the phone with his girlfriend. And so he's on the phone with his girlfriend, and he said this 50-year-old Filipino woman comes up, starts like running his finger down on his chest, and just screams, "Big dick," and just like kept following him from where he's going. Just like this Filipino woman just saying, "Big dick, big dick." Pete's response is, "No!" Turns around and walks away. I don't know.
All right. So is there...
We always find some weird stuff going on.
Is there anything else you guys want to promote or plug before we wrap it up here?
I mean, hey, go for it.
Yeah, so my mixtape's dropping. No, I'm just kidding. We have this tour, a couple more dates on here. Then we have the Bungler half of the tour, which is Canada. It's all on our Facebook. Everything's Motives OH. We have our Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. We're basically Scene Kids.
So scene.
Yeah, and definitely InVogue Records. Our good friends in Icarus, good friends in Bungler, good friends in... That's about it. People don't like us that much.
Real quick, if you dropped a mixtape, what would your artist name be called?
MC Slug featuring DJ Germ, the dirtiest of both worlds.
Dirtiest of both
Young
worlds.
Goose, Young Pot Pie.
All right, awesome. Well, I'm Trent with Sally's Pit Report, and this is Motives. Thanks you guys for hanging out with us today.
Thanks.